My name is Andriy. I'm originally from Ukraine, grew up in Greece. My background is in marketing and e-commerce. I've spent about 10 years working for various big companies like Coca-Cola Company, My Protein. In property, I've been for about 3-4 years now.
What challenges did you face before using Property Filter itself?
I mean, I was speaking to quite a few sources that didn't lead anywhere except one deal that I managed to buy. It was really good. And obviously, searching for deals on the more open market where you don't know who's motivated, who's not motivated, it's quite a bit of wasted time. And for the first couple of years, when I didn't use Property Filter, this is what I was doing as everybody else. But then since I got on the platform, I managed to optimize my time searching for deals and make things more efficient. So we got really excited about the platform and we opened an account together and we are still on it together 2 years later. But yeah, when I've heard about it, I was like, this must be the best tool out there. Because I've heard about some other tools and I've seen some other tools. I tested them out before. I didn't like them much, so I didn't stick to them. But with Property Filter, from the start, from the get-go, I knew that that's I think that works.
So did you have any hesitations when you first used Property Filter? And if so, what were they?
I think price point probably was the major one, because it's I think it's like 100 quid plus VAT, so 120 quid a month. It's not a small sum, but obviously I think there was still a trial for like a month, free trial, so that gave me enough time to get used to the platform, to learn it, understand how valuable it is. So then the decision to stay on it and keep paying on the membership base, like as a member, it was pretty easy. But that was the main hesitation. Maybe spend like a half a day or a day just browsing around. My sort of most useful filters are, I mean, probably as most other users, it's below market average filter, then sold and came back on the market. I'm sitting in that bucket quite a bit. Then I'm looking into reduced properties as well, because it's a separate bucket, and I'm sorting by the most reduced properties, because it's almost like an indication that the seller first is very motivated, and second, it's higher chance that the property is going to be already at the below market value pricing. And if I get a bit more discount on top, then I'm getting a 20-25% discount versus market value. So if you start looking into properties that already been discounted 15-20%, you add another 5-10 on top, and then there you go, the 20-25% discount versus market value, as everybody's looking for. I'll tell you one of the most recent ones, the one that we already sold. So it was a property in Stockport. It initially came on the market at 290k or maybe 295. Then they reduced to 265. And then when I found it, it was already priced at 220. So quite significant reduction from the initial price point. And all of that within maybe like a span of like 4 or 5 months, so quite short. So it was a definite indication that the sellers were quite motivated to sell the property. Plus, it was already sold to somebody before I found it. So I found it at 220, and I managed to reduce the price to 190. The actual value, if somebody was to take their time selling this property, it could have been maybe 250 if they had the time to sell it. But the sellers were very motivated; they needed the cash as soon as possible. That's why they kept reducing quite rapidly. So yeah, 190 I bought it for. I spent about 73k refurbing, and I sold it for 372.5. Decent chunk of profit, about 73k after all of the expenses on bridge and refurbishment and fees, etc. But yeah, so that 100 quid a month that you pay for Property Filter, it's well justified I think it's well suited for anybody who's looking to buy property with a bit of a discount, and I guess that's most of the property investors. So it's suited for property investors, sourcers, even somebody who's looking to buy a home for themselves. I'm advising that tool to my friends that are not investors and they just want to buy for themselves. Jump on the tool for a couple of months till you find your perfect home with a bit of a discount. And I would definitely recommend it to anybody in property. It's really good. It's super useful. It saves you time. You get to find great deals. So just go for it.